It's kind of a sobering moment. I'm out at the site where almost a year ago to the day, March 12, 2018, Elaine Herzberg was killed by an Uber autonomous vehicle. And I wanted to come check it out. I haven't been to Phoenix since 2009. Certainly wasn't in the same mindset about transportation. So I'm out here early in the morning. It's still pretty dark. I think very similar to conditions at that time of day. And this is where she crossed, through here. The lighting in the video is worse than it actually is. It's a fairly well-lit area in terms of the street environment. You've got regularly spaced highway grade lights, but a pretty well-lit street. And I've noticed that there was walkways in the median that were there for some unknown reason that it looks like the city of Tempe has replaced since then. And you realize nothing about this place is built for a pedestrian. And the next video I'll do the intersection there. I don't know if I can get a proper picture of this. No, there's a pedestrians don't cross here sign. But you can tell it's a pretty hostile environment from a speed perspective. Every major arterial around here has been signed for 45 miles an hour. I'm at the start of the bike lane and approach to the intersection a couple hundred feet ahead. Now I walked straight across, or I took the intersection. I took the route engineers, others would want me to take, versus coming straight across here like she did, and it took about 3.5 minutes, including the signal phasing. So say what you will about that, but just some facts out here at the scene. So I'm about to cross Mill Avenue in the opposite direction that Elaine Herzberg would have been crossing had she followed the advice of the engineer. So I get the walk signal. And actually, in looking at the lighting, this lighting is worse than the approximate location where she crossed. Behind me, that half is horrible. I'm already at 17 seconds of countdown, and I'm just barely getting to the halfway point. And I'm a pretty fast walker. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I reach it with 2 seconds left. And like I said, I'm a pretty fast walker. And this is something that law enforcement, traffic engineers, city officials, city councils don't realize. We don't give people adequate conditions at intersections to cross. So is it any wonder she made the decision to cross a couple hundred feet down? Look at this intersection. We have the worst visibility crosswalk, transverse lines. We have awful lighting. This quadrant is pretty bad. You get some lighting on the far area. This side, the half that I'm standing on, is certainly better than the far side. But I mean, can you see the man on the other side waiting to cross? When I came upon here and crossed to the other side to start with, a driver turned right across my path as I had the walk signal. High-speed radii, bad lighting, absolute minimum timing to cross this, and so it's just hostile. It's really hostile. So now I'm going to talk about signal timing. I hit right on red. I stepped it off at about 120 feet to cross from the top of the ramp to the point that I exit at the ramp over there. Elaine Herzberg was pushing a bicycle, so presumably if she was walking her bike, she would have been using the ramp. 120 feet across. The pedestrian timing for the signal is 10 seconds of walk, 23 seconds of countdown, and about 5 seconds of lag at the end, kind of until the red and everything cycles through. So you have about 38 seconds total to get across, but that would include 6 seconds of being in the crosswalk when the hand was solid. So let's think about that. it's 120 feet. If I take that 39 seconds or so of total time, including walk, countdown, and the lag, you barely meet the MUTCD minimum, and I'm being generous. If I just take the countdown of 23 seconds for 120 feet, they're expecting you to cross walking at about 5 feet per second. So I can honestly say this, City of Tempe, your traffic engineers are either A, barely on the cusp of meeting MUTCD minimums, or you are failing to meet MUTCD minimums in the crossing of this road and your traffic signal timing plan. So don't tell me you expected Elaine Herzberg to walk up here and cross walking a bike and want to finger wag at somebody for doing that when you have done the absolute minimum at best. At best, I'm being generous. And look at the rest of this. A low visibility crosswalk, a high-speed turning radii, a diagonal ramp. These are horrible conditions.